Hierheen, dames en heren, deze kant op. Achter de gids aan voor de bezichtiging. Als je nu, terwijl je dit hoort, meteen zin krijgt om langs de andere kant te vertrekken, dan is deze plaat niet voor jou bestemd.
Trumpeter Swan.
Hier is stadium 3.
Stadium 4.
Stadium 5. Stadium 6.
De unieke grotten van Postojna zijn over de gehele wereld bekend. Hun schoonheid is reeds 150 jaar geleden ontdekt. Miljoenen bezoekers hebben hier de wonderlijke en grillige voortbrengselen van de natuur bezichtigd. Naast de ingang van de grotten bevindt zich een imposant gebouw waarin de verschillende grote zalen van het restaurant zijn ondergebracht. Het water van de rivier de Pivka heeft duizenden jaren nodig gehad om de onderaardse gangen uit te graven en toen het zijn nieuwe bedding had gevonden, begon het doorcijpelende water de talrijke stalactieten en stalagmieten te vormen. De trein voert ons naar een grootse grot die al eeuwen bekend is, wat bevestigd wordt door de handtekeningen die daar bewaard worden en waarvan een enkele zelfs uit de 13e eeuw dateren. 500 meter van de ingang bevindt zich de mooie congreszaal die 90 meter onder de grond ligt. In die zaal worden de lichtstralen door de stalactieten weerkaatst en vormen op die manier een uniek licht- en kleurenspel. Het water heeft talrijke fantastische figuren uit de kalksteen gevormd en door de kracht van de natuur zijn hier wonderlijke architectonische bouwsels ontstaan die eruit zien alsof ze door mensenhanden zijn gemaakt. In deze schone grotten staan we versteld van een schitterend mozaïek van kleuren dat gevormd wordt door de stalactieten en stalagmieten die alle kleurnuances vertonen van kristalhelder tot verschillende geelachtige en roodachtige tinten. In deze ruimtes zien wij een voorbeeld van de ongelofelijke producten die de natuur kan voortbrengen, namelijk een menigte naalddunne stalactieten die van het plafond naar beneden hangen. Te midden van al die fantastische stalactieten en stalagmieten valt de stalactietenzuil briljant het meest in het oog. Hij is het symbool van de grotten van Postojna en vormt door zijn kleur en structuur een prachtig harmonisch geheel. Via een ruime gang, Tartarus geheten, leidt de weg van de concertzaal naar de onderaardse loop van de rivier de Pivka, in de nabijheid waarvan zich een vijver bevindt met de grootsalamander of oorn, Proteus anguinus, een zeldzaam overblijfsel van de dierenwereld van het tertiair. In die sprookjeswereld hangt een roodbruin baldakijn van het plafond naar beneden, die eruit ziet alsof hij gemaakt is van een zware geplooide stof of uit een exotische houtsoort is gesneden. Dit is weer een voorbeeld van een vorm die door mensenhanden had kunnen zijn gemaakt. De grootsalamander of olm, Proteus anguinus, is een zeldzame vertegenwoordiger van de dierenwereld der onderaardse grotten. Zij komt slechts in enkele zeldzame onderaardse rivieren voor. Aangezien ze reeds urenlang in volkomen duisternis leeft, is ze geheel blind. Ze voedt zich met plankton en ademt door middel van kieven. Aan de voet van een loodrechte 120 meter hoge rotswand ligt de oeroude stad Predjanskigrad, waar een geel labyrint van onderaardse gangen begint. In de stad bevindt zich een rijke historische en archeologische collectie. De ingang van de grot van Pivka biedt ons een uitzonderlijk mooi uitzicht op het inwendige van de aarde. Hier kunnen we de onderaardse loop van de rivier de Pivka zien. De weg die door deze grot loopt, voert ons langs rotswanden en diepe donkere plekken in de rivier de Pivka, dwars door een canyon waar het water van de rivier wit schuimend doorstroomt.
We zijn hier aan de oever van een machtige rivier. De andere oever is daar ginds en deze hier is hier. De oever waar we niet zijn noemen wij de overkant. Die wordt dan deze kant zodra we daar zijn aangeland.
anxiety, anxieties. To apologize, apologizes, apologized, apologized. I thought I recognized your voice. May I speak to your cousin, please?
I am very sorry, but that's impossible at the moment.
Oh.
The strange steam engine sound is the whale spinning its bubble net, followed by the burble of rising bubbles, and finally the net spinners spouting breath at the surface. One of the loveliest nights I have ever spent at sea was on April 13th, 1970. It wasn't calm, and our little boat bowed and dipped and turned among the high waves left over from a storm. But the whales, deep inside those same waves, were aloof to all the turmoil at the surface, and their sounds were peaceful and serene. The recording you will now hear was carried on board a Voyager spacecraft into outer space. The reason for including such a strange message, one of many greetings from Earth, is that there is a remote chance, sometime within the next 1.2 billion years, the expected lifetime of the spacecraft, that some other spacefaring civilization may find this bottle tossed into the cosmic ocean and decode its message from Earth. That idea stops my heart.
Voor onze kust, de kust van Katwijk eigenlijk, buiten de territoriale wateren, is dit weekende een nieuw illegaal radiozendschip met proefuitzendingen begonnen.
High on a hilltop near your home, there stands a dilapidated old mansion. Some say the place is haunted, but you don't believe in such myths.
One dark and stormy night, a light appears in the topmost window in the tower of the old house. You decide to investigate.
And you never return.
To understand the laws governing life, we must accept the Zen concept of universal motion. Motion always reveals itself through change. As motion is eternal, change is inevitable. In our daily living, this concept of motion
gives us a new perspective on life. While it does not mean an obvious change in what we do, it does mean a change in the attitude behind what we do. If we believe in a moving universe, if we believe that it is perfectly right and proper that things should change, we are released from this desperate effort to prevent experiences that cannot be prevented. One way to understand motion, as it applies to personal affairs, is to remember the way we were living 20 or 30 years ago. The house where we dwelt, the people we knew, and the patterns which made up our families and friendships. One accepts it with perfect faith as proper, necessary, and good. This constant appearing and disappearing of things is not an endless pageantry of sorrow and loss, but continuing evidence of the perfect working of universal law. In a world of eternal motion, man himself cannot stand still.
Like the earth.
Hello, pretty bird. 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 Hello, pretty bird.
Nee, maar hoor nou toch eens. Wat is er voor een herrie? Een mens kan zichzelf niet verstaan. Hou op!
It differs from the crested barbet's better known and often heard trill, which may last half a minute or more and is frequently repeated.
One clue to where architecture is going is to look in the direction from which it has come. Here, three great architects from Chicago, Boston, and Los Angeles talk about their own past. Mies van der Rohe.
U bent verbonden met Auditel.
Ja, u spreekt met Van Dalen.
U kunt kiezen uit sport, politiek, financiën, weerbericht en diversen.
Smash out the orange light, but it's still warm inside. Now I will hear sirens, nose burning. Nose burning.
Ik zag gisteren nog een hele hoop mopjes stappen. Nee, nu moet u niet denken dat ik me vergis en dat ik had moeten zeggen, hoorde ik gisteren nog een hele hoop mopjes stappen. Ik zag ze echt, want het waren een nieuwe soort mopjes die je met gebaren moet maken. Echt grappig, u moet het ook eens proberen. En als zo ergens op een feestje of zo zijt. U moet eerst en vooral vragen of ze die reeds kennen. Van het knaapje dat aan het ontbijt zit en met klagelijk stemmetje zegt, moe, heb je me geen ander koffielabeltje? Nee, daar is nog steeds helemaal niets grappigs aan, maar het komt nu. Terwijl u het klagelijk stemmetje hoort, moet u meteen met beide handen, links en rechts, het vel van uw keel uittrekken. Het lijkt er dan op of het lepeltje dwars in uw keel steekt. Nu ja, het is wel wat luguber, maar het blijft toch maar een grapje, is het niet? En daarna vertelt u dat er iemand bij vrienden op bezoek is en dat die vraagt, zit ik niet te dicht bij de tv? Ondertussen maakt u weer een gebaar, geduwd met de vinger op uw neus. Allemachtig heb ik me daarmee gelachen. Het lijkt erop of die iemand met zijn neus tegen het glas van de tv zich plat drukt. Moet ge ook eens doen, zeg. Daarna bootst u nog eens het klagelijk stemmetje na en zegt u dat u het zoontje van Willem Tell zijt. En als zoontje van Willem Tell zegt u daarnaast wenend, ik dacht dat je door de appel ging schieten. En meteen brengt je de hand met een pijnlijke baar tegen uw ene oog aan. Ze lachen zich daar kapot mee, echt waar. Wilt u nog met eentje voor de dag komen, dan zeg je, weet je, de man die de granaat heeft uitgevonden, kwam onlangs met vrienden een café binnen en riep naar de garçon dat hij 4 whiskies verlangde. En dan steekt u meteen de hand op en laat u maar 2 vingers zien. En als laatste vertelt u dat er onlangs een man op een overvol platform van de tram stond en tot de dame naast hem zei, madame, wilt u uw paraplu eens de andere richting uitsteken? En meteen steekt je de vinger in de mond en duwt die tegen de wang aan. Gek zeg, het lijkt er dan op of die paraplu in uw mond zit. En daarna zegt je, merci madame. En dan steek je de vinger binnen in uw mond tegen de andere wang aan. Ik heb me krom gelachen met die dingetjes. Er waren er nog een hele hoop, maar die vergat ik.
Mississippi, come to remind what all I've left so far behind. Time and tide may yet unfold you. Think I thought that I told you how much I wanted just to say, take my heart right away. Blue as any old blue bayou, but not that bayou we once knew. First Camille and then Katrina took the dream, and then the dreamer shook up that town of Pass Christian, holding fast to the land. Katrina hit 155. Somehow laying low you might survive. Raise your fence of old wrought iron, makes more sense to keep on trying. Mississippi misery will endure when that storm hit the shore. I like my life back, all I can say. The life you have taken away today, straight as a knife through nights bright and gay. You cut to the chase when I say I miss old Mississippi today. Magnolia blossom, that July may yet be mine. Magnolia blossom, magnolia blossom, magnolia blossom at her shrine. First Camille and then Katrina took the dreamer, shook up that town of Pass Christian, in love with Acadian.
At the Lerner Marine Laboratory at Bimini in the Bahama Islands.
Track 7. Track 11. Track 1. Track 2.
recording will have its greatest usefulness if you do not listen to it before you try it. Your first acquaintance with it should be while following its instructions. You need no special preparations. The recording tells you everything you need to know. Merely take your record player and the record into a quiet room where you can be alone for at least an hour. Then turn on the recording and begin to follow its instructions immediately. The first and most important thing is for you to learn to relax. And I'm going to teach you some very simple methods. First, make yourself, if there's anything at all in your clothing that's tight, loosen it up. This is extremely important. You should not be aware in any way that you have clothing. Now it is possible when you really learn to relax later that you'll be able to do it standing up, sitting on your ordinary chair, lying on a couch, in any place. But in this initial part, when you're just learning the technique, I can spread a sheet or a blanket or something on the floor and just lie down flat on the floor and make yourself real comfortable. Relax as much as you can, because on the floor you're able to relax every part of your body. That's right, now just make yourself real comfortable as you can possibly be. Relax every part of yourself. Now take a very deep breath, and if you feel your belt or anything else, loosen it. Now take a great big belly breath. If you feel your clothing at all, open them, loosen them. You should not be aware of any part of your clothing. You should be able to relax completely. All right, I'm going to teach you a few very simple rules for relaxation. The way to relax is to recognize tension. Now I'm going to ask you to try a few things. I want you to wrinkle your brow very tightly. You see how that gives you a sense of worry? Just the muscles wrinkling up in that way give you the feeling of worry. Now relax completely. Relax. I'm going to ask you to grit your teeth tight. Just close your teeth tightly together. Do you see how that gives you the sense of anger? Let go. Let go completely. You can get a great many emotions just by tightening up your muscles. Now try something else. Shrug your shoulders real high toward your ears. Shrug them up. Shrug them up. You see how your whole body is filled with fear. And this is the essence of what we call psychosomatic medicine. Now let go. Let go completely. Now relax completely. Relax, and I'm going to teach you how to relax individual parts of your body so you will recognize tension wherever it is. This is the important part of learning how to relax, that you recognize tension at any time and be able to relax any part of your body at any time at a moment's notice. Now let's try again, going from the top of your head down to your feet. And I want you to tense up each part of your body in succession. Wrinkle your brow and wrinkle it very tight. Now relax completely. Relax completely. Let go completely. Let go completely. Now tighten your eyes. Make it tight. Now tighten your eyes completely. See how I give you the sense of anger? Relax completely. Let your fingers unwrinkle from the wrist. Shake them together so you hear it. Your fingers unwrinkle. That's fast. Now tighten with your stomach. Really relax. Really relax. Really relax. You know, you couldn't possibly ignore the function of that kind of touch. Let go. Let go completely. Now stick with your knees. Let go completely. Let go completely. Relax completely. Completely. Relax. You should be completely unaware of any part of your body. On a lovely lake. The sky is calm. There are lovely white fleecy clouds overhead. You're lying in a canoe, very restful. The waves are lapping against the canoe. You hear them. You hear them. The waves are lapping against the canoe. The boat is sailing, sailing, sailing. Now fancy yourself completely relaxed in this lovely canoe. Fancy yourself going out into the horizon, just drifting, drifting, drifting. You are very relaxed. You're more relaxed than you've ever been in your life. Your whole body feels fine. You just let go. You are completely relaxed. You are worried about nothing. You're in this canoe, drifting, drifting, drifting. You're drifting off. The waves are lapping against the boat. And in this very relaxed condition, I want to teach you how to take deep breaths for further relaxation. I'm going to count to 10, and with each count you will take a very deep breath. And with each count, you'll go deeper and deeper into a lovely relaxing state, a state of complete relaxation in which you have no anxieties, no worries, no tensions of any kind. 1, take a deep breath. Go deeper and deeper into relaxation.
You feel better than you've ever felt before in your life. Your entire body is relaxed. 2, a deep, deep breath, much deeper than before. And as you exhale, go into a deeper and deeper relaxation. 3, deep, deep breath, more and more relaxed. 4, deep breath, more relaxed. 5, deeper and deeper, and more relaxed. 6, deeper and deeper, more relaxed than you've ever been in your life. You feel wonderful. It's a wonderful feeling. You have never felt this relaxed. In this state, you are taking part in the race. 7, deep, deep breath, more relaxed. Let yourself go. Let yourself go completely. Don't try to be aware of what's going on around you. Just let yourself go. That's all there is to relaxation. Let go. Let go completely. Don't try to be aware of anything. Just let go. That's the secret of deep relaxation. Let go completely. 7, deep, deep breath. Now let go. Really let go. Don't try to hang on in any way. 8, deep, deep breath. Let go. Let go. 9, deeper and deeper and deeper. The deepest breath you can take. Let go. Go into deep, deep relaxation. 10, deep, deep breath. Go into a deep, deep relaxation. You begin to feel very drowsy. Don't fight it. Let yourself feel drowsy. Your eyes are very, very heavy. Don't mind that. It's a great feeling. Just keep it closed. Your eyes are getting heavier and heavier and heavier. This means you're getting more and more relaxed. You're getting heavier and heavier and heavier, which means you're more and more relaxed. I'm going to teach you how to test how relaxed you are. Raise your right arm to your shoulder. Raise your right arm. Raise it straight out. Straight out. Up toward the ceiling. Raise it straight. Up toward the ceiling. Up toward the ceiling from the shoulder. On the shoulder. Straight out. That's it. Now straighten it out and tighten it. Tighten it. Get tension in that arm. Make it fist. Tighten that arm. And you feel it getting stiffer and stiffer. You feel it getting stiffer and stiffer. It's like an iron rod. It's like an iron rod. It's getting stiffer and stiffer. You try to bend it, but you can't. Try to bend it. You can't bend it. You can't bend it. It's stiff. You can't bend it. All right, now you can bend it. Relax and let go. Relax completely and let your arm fall. Relax completely and let your arm fall to your side. Relax it completely. Now this is your proof to yourself that you are in hypnosis. That's all there is to it. You expected it to be something very much different. You expected that you would not be aware of the sound of my voice, that you would not be aware of what's going on around you. This is all there is to hypnosis. When you are able to take the arm test and you cannot move your arm, you are under hypnosis, and I am teaching you. This is the technique I am trying to teach you. That's all there is to it. And before we finish this little recording, you will be able to do this for yourself. You will be able to bring yourself into deep hypnosis just as you are now.
Nous avons une société avec des servantes. Vous avez des servantes dans le café, le métro, les personnes qui nettoient les égouts. Ainsi, vous soutenez un système des esclaves. C'est très net.
Respirez. Respirez. Respirez.
Flâner.
Du Cap et de Memphis, Tennessee. Comment l'arbre de la connaissance devient l'arbre de la vie.
Libérez le théâtre de la rue. Libérez la rue. Le théâtre est dans la rue.
Soyez la statue de la liberté.
Représentez la culture de New York. Changez-la. If I could drive you out of your wretched mind, if I could tell you, I would let you know.
Continuez, combat! Turn you on, I would drive you out of your wretched mind. If I could tell you, I would let you know. If I could turn you on, if I could drive you out of your wretched mind. If I could tell you, I would let you know.
Since you cannot hear a book speak, and I cannot be personally with everyone, we are using this record to learn a new technique of self-improvement and be in complete control of your mind and actions. Think that you can remember, and instantly you have increased memory power. To know yourself better, you must study and understand other people.
This relaxed condition will remain with you awake or asleep, developing more strongly each time you relax in this manner. You are so relaxed that you know you have missed some of the things I have said. For this reason, you should use the record several times in relaxing, but probably you will not need to watch the object more than this first time. The correct suggestions to give yourself for your improvement are the most important part of all this, and if you need help in deciding proper suggestions to give yourself, many helpful ideas are explained in my new book. If your trouble or symptom is already physical, then you should see your medical doctor.
August 1999, 1999. London is quiet. London, it's hot. Some girls with black clothes get through the night, dancing and electric next. It's London. It's London. It's very, very hot. One can die in London. This is London, 1999.
Box 3, spoor 5. Spoel. Spoel. Box 3. 3, 4, 2, 9. Good God. 7. The little rascal. Box 3, spool 5. 5. That little scoundrel. Spool 5. Box 3, spool 5. Mother at rest at last. The black ball. Black ball. The dark nurse. Slight improvement in bowel condition. Memorable, what? Equinox, memorable equinox. Memorable equinox. Farewell to love.
39 today. Sound is a... today. Sound as a bell, apart from my old weakness. And intellectually, I have now every reason to suspect at the crest of the wave, or thereabouts. Celebrated the awful occasion, as in recent years, quietly at the wine house. Not a soul. Sat before the fire with closed eyes, separating the grain from the husks. Jotted down a few notes on the back of an envelope. Good to be back in my den, in my old rags. Have just eaten, I regret to say, 3 bananas, and only with difficulty refrained from a 4th. Fatal things for a man with my condition. Cut 'em out. The new light above my table is a great improvement. With all this darkness round me, I feel less alone. In a way.
I love to get up and move about in it, then back here to me. Crap. The grain. Now, what I wonder do I mean by that? I suppose I mean those things worth having when all my dust has settled. I close my eyes and try and imagine them. Extraordinary silence this evening. I strain my ears and do not hear a sound. Old Miss McGlone always sings at this hour, but not tonight. Songs of her girlhood, she says. Hard to think of her as a girl. A wonderful woman, though. Connaught, I fancy. Shall I sing when I am her age, if I ever am? No. Did I sing as a boy? No. Did I ever sing? No. Just been listening to an old year, passages at random. I did not check in the book, but it must be at least 10 or 12 years ago. At that time, I think I was still living on and off with Bianca in Kedar Street. Well out of that. Jesus, yes. Hopeless business. Not much about her, apart from a tribute to her eyes. Very warm. I suddenly saw them again. Incomparable. Oh well. These old post-mortems are gruesome, but I often find them... a help before embarking on a new retrospect. Hard to believe I was ever that young. Well, the voice, Jesus, and the aspirations, and the resolutions, to drink less in particular. Statistics. 1,700 hours out of the preceding 8,000 odd consumed on licensed premises alone. More than 20%, say 40% of his waking life. Plans for a less engrossing sexual life, last illness of his father, flagging pursuit of happiness, unattainable relaxation. Sneers at what he calls his youth and thanks to God that it's over. False ring there. Shadows of the opus magnum, closing with a yelp to Providence. What remains of all that misery? A girl in a shabby green coat on a railway station platform. No. When I look... back on the year that is gone, with what I hope is perhaps a glint of the old eye to come. There is, of course, the house on the canal where Mother lay a-dying in the late autumn, after her long vacuity, and the... dying in the late autumn after her long vacuity, and the
state or condition of being or remaining a widow or widower. Being or remaining. Deep weeds of vacuity. Also of an animal, especially a bird. The viduer or weaver bird. Black plumage of male. The viduer bird.